Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really profound and honestly, kind of counterintuitive idea about what it means to be truly free. We're looking at Lesson 321 from A Course in Miracles, and it suggests that the freedom we're all looking for might be found in a place we hardly ever think to look.
All right, let's just jump right in with a question that I think we all wrestle with. When you hear that word, freedom, what pops into your head? For a lot of us, it gets tied up with some very specific, very tangible things out there in the world. For instance, do you look for it in your career? Maybe freedom for you looks like getting that next promotion, or starting your own business, or just finally hitting a point where you feel like you're really in control of your work life.
Or hey, maybe it's in your personal life. It's that idea that if you could just find the right person, or have the perfect family, or get in with the right group of friends, then, finally, you'll feel that sense of liberation.
And of course, there's the big one, money. It's that powerful belief that if you just had enough of it, you'd be financially secure, all your worries would just kind of melt away, and you'd finally be free. Now, these are all totally understandable things to want, but our source material is basically asking us, are we sure that's where real freedom comes from?
So this brings us to a huge fork in the road, a fundamental split in how we can even understand freedom. The source suggests that there's the kind of freedom the world offers us, and then there's this much deeper, way more stable freedom that comes from a totally different place.
Okay, so first, let's put a name on what the source calls the ego's idea of freedom. This is the stuff we were just talking about, and the key word here is conditional. It completely depends on things outside of you going exactly your way. The job, the relationship, the money, it all has to be just right for you to feel free.
And this just lays out the contrast perfectly. On one side, you've got the ego's path. It's a constant struggle, right? You're always chasing after these external things that, let's be honest, can change in a heartbeat. But on the other side, you have what the source calls true freedom. And look at the difference. It's internal. It's unconditional. And get this, it's something that's already yours. It's a state of being you just have to accept, not a prize you have to go out and win.
And boom, this one simple sentence is really the heart of the whole lesson. It's proposing a massive shift, moving the source of your freedom away from the chaotic, unpredictable outside world to a stable internal connection. Now, it's worth pointing out the source uses terms like father or you, but you can think of this in any way that works for you. A connection to a higher power, to the universe, to universal truth, or simply to your deepest inner self. It's a radical idea about where your power truly comes from.
Okay, so this all might sound like a really beautiful theory, but the big question is, how do you actually live this way? How do you make this real? Let's move on and look at some of the practical tools you can use to actually start feeling this shift for yourself.
The source gives us 3 simple but really powerful practices. First, meditation. Just taking a few quiet moments to sit with the idea that your freedom isn't tied to your bank account or your to-do list. Second, using affirmations. Actively, consciously repeating ideas that help rewire your brain to this new perspective. And third, journaling, which is an awesome way to spot those moments you feel trapped by things and consciously choose a different thought.
And this is where that big abstract concept gets boiled down into a really simple, manageable daily habit. You start your day with a simple intention, just to set the tone. And then at night, you do a quick reflection. Notice when you felt like outside stuff was controlling you, and then just gently bring yourself back to that feeling of inner freedom.
So, what's the point of all this? What's the real-world difference this makes? Look, it's not about ignoring the challenges in your life, it's about changing the very foundation you're standing on when you face them.
Ultimately, it really all boils down to this one single but absolutely huge shift in perspective. The moment you stop believing that freedom is something you have to go out and earn from the world, your whole experience of that world can change. A difficult boss, a financial problem, a health scare, those things are still challenges for sure, but they no longer have the power to steal your inner freedom.
And this brings us right to the central question, the one the source really wants you to think about. And this isn't just a rhetorical question. It's a genuine invitation. Think about a challenge in your life right now. What would change if you truly, deep down, believed that your freedom was totally secure and untouchable, no matter how that challenge turns out?
So the biggest takeaway from all this is really this. True liberation isn't a destination you arrive at after a long, hard journey. It's not a prize you get for winning at life. It's a fundamental truth about who you are. It's always there, just waiting for you to turn your attention back to it. It's not a pursuit, it's a return home.